Hello, everybody. And if you don't know me, I am Cristina. I have this kind of podcast called Metal Pizza, and also I do a lot of interview for websites. So if you are into metal music, go and check out my interviews. But today we are here to talk about Eurovision and to react to some of the songs. And since I'm not good in talking alone in front of a camera, I decided I want to do this with some friends from the metal world. And the first one is Anna. So, welcome, Anna.
Hello.
Would you like to say something like who you are? Because we both live in Finland. I'm Italian that live
Yes.
in Finland, and you are a German that live in Finland. But what do you do? And do you remember how we met? Yeah.
Well, as Christina said, I'm a German. I live in Tampere and I'm a photographer and mostly a concert photographer, which is also how we met a couple years ago, many years ago,
Yeah.
uh, back on a Battle Beast gig in Pori.
Yes. And we both were with the camera trying to get some shots
Yep.
without having the photo pit. So yeah, that's what we do. We do live music photography. So sometimes we share the pit, but since I live in another city, it's not that common. But we went to last year Tusca together.
Yes.
We shared the hostel together. So it was intense 3 days of
Oh, yes.
photographing and walking because it's a big area. And also we walk from the hostel to the location, except from one day. I think one day we take the bus. The day that we went
Yeah.
to eat pizza. But that's another story. So, Anna, do you like Eurovision?
Yeah. It's fun. I'm not always so sure about actually watching the competition. There's so much mm, slow things in between the songs, but I usually like a lot of the songs. Usually gets me quite a lot of new favorites in my playlist.
And in the last years, if you think in the last 5 years, for example,
Hmm?
what are the songs that ended up in your playlist? Do you remember? Do you want to mention maybe three that are the ones that
Three.
come to your mind?
Um, oh god, what are they pronounced? How are they pronounced? There is from Iceland, I think last year, Vape or with Roar, where they have the boat
Yeah.
rowing song.
Yeah, yeah.
That one. What was her name? I think Frost last year with Maman. It was a lovely ballad.
It was the yeah. Luan
Could
was
be, yeah,
Luan
could
not
be.
sure.
And uh, was that in the last 5 years? Mm, hmm, what was it called? There was one song that I really, really liked, and now I'm completely blacking on what the name was. Uh, and now I really need to figure that out because I definitely want to mention that one. But what was it? There it should
You can do it.
be Monica Linkety Stay
Oh yeah,
from 23
yeah, yeah,
Eurovision.
yeah,
That one is just perfection for me.
yeah. That was a nice one. Was Lithuania
I
right
think, yeah.
or Latvia?
As one of the Baltic countries.
Yeah. And sorry to all Lithuanians and Latvian if we don't remember. But yeah, I remember. Was the same year that the other country had the dawn, or was the year after? Well,
I'm
whatever.
not sure.
But if I think about some of the songs that I enjoy, well, we get to Cha Cha Cha.
Mhm.
Yeah, we know. Then it was Lord of the Lost, Blood and Glitter. That still I enjoy very a lot. Then Bambi Tag, Doomsday Blue, and well, Barabada Bastu also was
Ah, yes.
a highlight for me. But yeah, what
I'm
I like
surprised that.
about what I like about the songs when it comes to Eurovision, uh, it's it should be catchy. I should remember the song. It should be,
Mhm.
or then I need to get very emotional. Those are
The two
the
good options.
yeah, and also Gote was something that I enjoy from Norway. But have you listened to any of the song from this year?
I have somewhat listened to the one from Finland, obviously, because, well, I can't even escape if I wanted to from it.
True.
And then a little bit of the one from Denmark and a little bit of the one from Norway. Just
Okay.
some reaction from some other creator that she only put snippets in there.
Yeah. What I did this year, usually I always go to listen immediately to all the song. This year, I don't know what is. I feel not that excited, but I decide to put this less excitement to do those videos. So I didn't really know almost anything about the song or the artist. I know that. Well, I know of course the Song of Finland because also I watch UMCO. It's something that I enjoy to watch, even if this year was hell boring. It was like the worst UMCO ever. And also after then I also got to know about how they treat Lordi.
Mm.
So that pissed me afterwards even more. So I hope that UMCO and Yle are going to do some changes. But beside that, I listened to the Italian song because Sanremo happened, the final of Sanremo happened the same night of UMCO, and I cannot escape that. And yeah, so I have listened that song. And then I have seen a snippet in Instagram about Serbia. So let's see. Now I have this. Here
Mhm.
are all the countries. There is any country that you hope that I pick. We are going to react to two songs. So we are going to pick the first. Is any country that you feel like that it will be nice to react?
Iceland is usually kind of weird stuff, and I like weird stuff.
Okay,
So,
let's see. This field. And the first country is Austria. Here we are.
all right.
So Austria is away from the. So now I'm going first to trying to find it okay, on this page. So the artist is Cosmo, and I'm going to read what in this Eurovision page they say about the artist. Cosmo with the song Tans Shine. No, I don't know. You need to tell me what's the word when you will see, or maybe we will
Mhm.
hear. But it's Cosmo. I don't know.
Cosmo
But
sounds right.
yeah, Cosmo is an Hungarian-born singer who grew up in Bungeland, Austria, and now lives in Vienna. The artist's stage name reflects his openness to the world and his fascination with the universe. He plays guitar and piano and takes vocal lessons from an opera singer in Graz. In 2000, in 2022, Cosmo reached the final of The Voice Kids Science. So the Voice Kids, so he's very young. I suppose.
Seems
Since
like it.
summer, yeah, since summer 2025, he has been writing songs together with his producer and Garish drummer Marcus Perner. In the same year, he founded the band The Thumbs for the live performances and studio recordings. Cosmo has performed at clubs, uh, balls, and a warm-up act from the Starnatch and Neistlers. If I'm pronouncing wrong, I'm sorry. At the Eurovision Song Contest, again, today I'm tired, and you can hear from my speech. At the Eurovision Song Contest, the artist has three main aims: to make the audience dance, to inspire viewers, and to spread love through his music. So now I'm going to share the screen, and we are going to watch the video. Here we are.
Steh vor dem Club, bin schon gespannt. Sag, hast du Lust auf einen Tanz? Wir treten ein, auf der Suche nach Ekstase. Doch hinterm Neonlichterschein liegt eine Tieroase. Und der Löwe versucht's bei einer Gazelle. Der Hunger macht ihn böse und der rückt dir auf die Pelle. Im Gehege geht er durch wie eine Säge, ist bekanntlich nicht romantisch, er steht nicht aus Gerede.
I like those masks.
Yeah. The masks are fun.
Ich hätte eine Idee, ein Konzept, das wäre einfach perfekt. Sie brauchen einen Tanzschein, da muss ich streng sein, weil ohne Tanzschein lass ich sie nicht rein. Haben Sie einen Tanzschein, das soll kein Witz sein, weil ohne Tanzschein, da kommen Sie nicht rein. Ich schließ die Augen, dann bin ich Clubbesitzer und auf der schwarzen.
So far, it's a bit flat, I must say.
Yeah. I don't really feel like dancing yet.
Yeah.
Even though
let's
the
see
whole song
maybe-
is about dancing.
Right.
Sie brauchen einen Tanzschein, da muss ich streng sein, weil ohne Tanzschein lass ich sie nicht rein. Haben Sie einen Tanzschein, das soll kein Witz sein, weil ohne Tanzschein, dann kommen Sie nicht rein. Der Gorilla in der Ecke träumt von seiner Pirouette. Er scheut sich vor.
So the gorilla is doing a pirouette. Did he say that?
He did say something about a pirouette, but I'm not sure about if it was about the gorilla.
Und alle wollen einen Tanzschein. Sie wollen nicht hier sein.
I do like the colors of the video.
Yeah, the
Like
music video is interesting. The contrast with the jacket and the bluish. Okay, that was it. Let's sharing, and let's get back here. So, first opinion. What do you think about this song?
I must say I am not a fan of songs in German. I don't know why. I never liked songs in my mother tongue, or rarely like songs in my mother tongue. They always sound kind of odd to me. Like, I don't know.
So you don't
German
listen
language,
to Rammstein?
not too much. But I do find them more bearable than some other German music. But
Yeah.
just generally, I'm not that keen on people singing in German. It just doesn't usually fit the vibe for me, especially when it's happy, fun music and then the weird kind of German words in there.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to Eurovision, it's nice to have the
Mhm.
the artist sing in the native language. It's like a plus for me on that. But this song, no,
A
it's not
song about
working. It's like you are waiting for the hype. Now it's going to
mhm.
flat. It stay flat, and
Also a
so
song about dancing that doesn't even want to make you dance. Like the-
yeah, it's I don't know. Something is missing. I don't know. Maybe live it will be better.
maybe
It will make people feel something. But from the music video, sorry, but it's a no for me. So
same.
yeah, but well, it is what it is. Austria. So if you will give in between 1 and 12 points. How many points are you going to give to Austria? Aus- Osterreich.
I think I'm gonna go with one.
I will give two for the style. But yeah, absolutely something that I will not listening, and it's nothing against the danceable music because I'm a millennial. Of course, I'm
Yeah,
grow up listening to Eurodance, and if someone put the slow aggression Gigi D'Agostino song, I'm like, yeah. So yeah, and
but if it's dance music, it needs to make me actually wanna dance, not just
yeah,
be like,
makes me want to move. I have to feel it inside that is like taking me like this. Come on, come on. Yeah, but yeah, Austria is a bit meh. Sorry, sorry, Austria. Um, but they won last year, so of course they don't
yeah,
care to win again. So, did you like last year's song that won?
no, not one bit.
I mean,
I was happy
it's
that
not ugly, but I think that there were better songs for the winning. But
it's
I still
just not
remember the song, so it's not bad.
it's just not really my style. I like music from most style, or can like music from most style, but anything with opera singing is pretty much an immediate out for me.
Okay, I actually like opera singing, but it depends. It depends. So, for example, also 2 years ago when Nemo won,
Mm?
I remember that when the video came out and I end up to watch it on YouTube, I was, this is winning material because that song has everything. So I was okay. This song may win, and it did win. And yeah, yeah. Even if that year, I think that my favorite maybe was Gote or Bambi Tag, but yeah, it that was something. But let's pick another one because
Yes.
otherwise I'm talk about the past, and the past is the past. So now I
What
have
do we have
one.
next? Hopefully not in German language.
We have Sweden.
All right. Well, at least that's not German.
Yeah, well, but Sweden, except last year, Sweden usually is very boring for me. Last year was, of course,
Yeah,
last year it was a Finnish band, and it was a fun song, and singing about sauna. I love sauna, so yeah, that was my thing. But I'm going to read.
yes.
What about Sweden? Let's see where Sweden is. Somewhere here. So Felicia or Felicia or whatever you pronounce, um, formerly known as Froken Snacks, has taken Sweden by storm in a short time with her unique voice, charisma, and stage presence. She has topped the official singles chart, performed over 300 gigs, and even won the Masked Singer. Felicia has built a huge following and presence on social media, becoming one of the Sweden's most influential digital figures. In the autumn of 2025, the artist released her first single under her own name, Black Widow. It became a top 5 smash for the singer on Spotify and was followed in February 2026 by the release of Felicia's debut EP, the aptly titled Surf. Under her Fröken Skans Montier, she participated in Melody Festival in 2024 with the song Unga Austria, which became a huge streaming hit. Returning to the contest as Felicia in 2026, she scored an anonymous victory with My System, which won both the public vote and the international jury vote. Okay, I'm going to put Felicia here and then share with you.
She likes
Sweden.
her masks, I guess.
Yeah. I hate those long nails. Dubstep and laser. This work better than the previous.
Yeah.
Even if I don't really like her voice.
Yeah, it sounds a bit too out of
Flat.
tune for
It's a
me.
bit flat. Yeah, there is something not working.
But I do like the dance performance.
Yeah.
I think this might do quite well on a live stage. Like with
Yeah,
all
for
the
sure.
dancers.
Dancers, good lights. Oh, so she doesn't have the mask anymore, but the sunglasses.
Yeah, would be too much to ask to actually show her whole face.
So this was the
Sweden.
Sweden. So what do you think about this song?
Better than the last. At the beginning of the chorus, it has something that reminds me of the like, 'cause every time we touch, I get the feeling. And I do
Yeah.
like that it has that kind of melody there. But I'm not so sure about her voice. I have heard before that she's a really good singer, I
but
don't think
it
it
doesn't came out
shows.
in the song. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the song it feels like everything is overlapping on her voice, and it it doesn't feel like, oh, wow. It's, I don't know, it feels like the voice is flat, and that's a bit a problem. But I don't know what's the production in the Melofest compared to
I
Eurovision.
think even more than the UMK, probably, because it's such a huge ass spectacle
Yeah,
every year in Sweden.
yeah. But I don't know. It was like not. So if you were a judge, from 1 to 12, how many points would you give?
3 or 4?
I will give 5. Yeah, maybe 5, 4. Yeah, it's not something that I will listen. But if it comes, I may dance this. You know.
Yeah.
So, but let's pick still one more. Just
One
because,
more.
just because I feel because there are so many that there is need to react. Also because there is
All
not
right.
much time for those. So
What do we get this time?
Cyprus,
All
Cyprus.
right.
Usually it's very generic, boring for me,
Mhm.
Cyprus. But maybe this year they are going to surprise.
Could be. I have absolutely no clue what they're sending this year.
So let's see who Cyprus is sending. So Antigone with the song Yalla. Born
Sounds
and raised,
generic.
yeah. Born and raised in North London, Antigone is a singer and songwriter with Greek Cypriot roots, who has been making wave across the music world. Antigone signed a Antigone signed a publishing deal at the age of 14, and has since been developing an original style that seamlessly blends her cultural roots with her urban surroundings. The resulting sound represents her heritage through modern genres such as pop and hip hop. The singer has managed to grow a global audience of fans. A recent collaboration with Hamed Saad, El Hilvazara, became a big hit for the pair across the Middle East and North Africa. In 2025, Antigone turned across the UK and Europe with Marina Satti, Greece 2024, also supporting Eleni Fueri, because I cannot pronounce her surname well. Everybody know her. Cyprus 2018 at her sold out London concert soon afterwards. So we are going to see what they have to give us. Also, there are, of course, the advertising coming.
Of course.
I'm going to share the screen. No, no.
Ooh,
Let's start.
I like that.
Yeah. It feels like elevator music at the beginning.
Mm,
Again,
and
pretty
long
long.
nails.
Yeah. Nice voice,
Mm,
powerful, and I like these dreads.
Let's dance the night away. I wanna play with the rhythm.
I like the video.
Yeah, the video has a good contrast.
Let's go party move. Hear the beat of the drum, got you feeling alive. Melody of the song, got you hypnotized. Getting lost in the rhythm, but it's never enough. Might just have you falling in love. Oh, they want jala, they want jala.
This is better than the previous two songs.
Yes. At least you can actually dance to this, like,
Yeah,
and vibe.
some ethnic sounds.
Drum got you feeling alive. Melody of the song got you hypnotized. Getting lost in the rhythm, but it's never enough. Might just have you falling in love. Oh, they want jala, they want jala.
There is the choreography.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Not too bad.
not so bad. This one is something that it stay in your head. I don't remember the previous two songs, zero, but this one is something that is going to jala jala jala.
Yeah, that's gonna run that
Yeah,
long in my head that it's gonna start getting
and
annoying,
I
probably.
really hope that she's good live because
Yeah.
when it's recorded, you can correct everything, but then in the live performance, then you know if someone is good. And in a song where the voice is so much important, then there is need to be perfect. But she seems to have a nice voice,
Indeed. Yeah.
so an interesting voice. Yeah. So what's your vote? The number? What number would you give? 1 to 12?
7.
Seven.
Maybe 8.
I'm agree. Yeah, 7, 8 is a good number for this song. It's catchy. Yes, modern, ethnical. It makes you move. It makes you clap.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And it's good that it has some choreography part in it, because I was wondering earlier that how will they put it on the stage, because the video is lovely, but obviously that won't work live. So
yeah, yeah. But let's see, because some they put the music video in a certain way, and then the live is completely different. So it's like weird. But yeah, so far, yeah, Cyprus, good job this year. I like Cyprus this year. Um, from those three. song Austria, Sweden, and Cyprus. Let's talk about, because this year in the semifinal, the jury is back. So because
Nice.
for some years it was just the audience deciding who's going to the final. So Austria is automatically in the final because it's the
Yeah.
hosting country. Um, so we are not talking about the semi-final. Sweden. Do you think that Sweden is going to get into the final?
I kind of think they will be, even though I don't think they necessarily should be.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do think that she seems to have enough of a following, and
And it's Sweden. They always
that
do
too.
good. It's like, Sweden and Italy, even if they send the worst, they are going to be in the top 10 anyway. So people love those two countries, and more judges love those country. Jury loves those
Mm,
country. And I would really like to know from each country who are those people that are in the juries,
yeah.
because I think that they are very not that open minded, not from different music background. It should be like from different genres, but I think that it's more basic pop. The stuff that you listen in the radio, that is most of the thing very basic, very simple. So sometimes some songs that deserve to get more points don't get because they are not those radio friendly or radio stuff. So that's something that bother me. But yeah, well, it is what it is. What about Cyprus? So do you think that Cyprus will get in the final?
Depends on how it will sound live, I think, because
I was
the way
thinking
she
the same.
sounds in the video, I would think that the judges or the jury are probably gonna give her enough points that uh, will be safe, but I don't know yet how she will actually sound on a live stage, and
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think it's enough of a fan favorite thing that it will be with public vote automatically go if the juries don't like it.
yeah. So now if all those countries are going to be in the final, let's imagine that everybody is in the final. Do you think that Austria could be in the top 10?
I do think there might be some people who like it. I do feel like Germany is gonna give them a lot of, or might give them a lot of points. It does seem kind of like German humor. But realistically, I don't think they should be in the top 10 at least.
I think it's not going to be in the top 10. I think that it's going to be. Well, I haven't listened to the other song to tell that it's going
That
to be
too.
very low, but it's not going to do very well, this song. What about Sweden? Is it top 10 material, in your opinion?
I would guess it's around spot 13, 14, something like that. So not quite top 10.
I'm going to put that Sweden is going to be in the top 10 just because it's Sweden. Um, and maybe she's very good live and the voice will be heard better than in a Melo Fest. Um, but yeah, personally, I will not put Sweden even in the final, but with this song. But I think it will be in the top 10, probably top 5 even. Still, I don't know the other songs, but so far. Cyprus, top 10 or
I'm I would guess that they also missed the top 10 by a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they could be, in the middle of the
Mm?
final.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, they are not going to be in top 10 probably, but maybe we're wrong. Who knows?
Could be. I'm usually wrong.
Yeah, I would prefer this song to be in the top 10 compared to Sweden, for
The other
example.
two.
Yeah. But we start with a song that was flat, then we got better, and then even better. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But those were the songs that we react to. Um, I'm going to do other videos of reaction with those others in the future. Not too far before Eurovision happen needs to happen those reactions, and so let's see what I will think about the other songs, and who is going to be the next guest to talk about Eurovision. Uh, I think someone that follow Eurovision is going to be next, or maybe not. Hmm. Let's see. But so Anna, to those people that don't listen to metal but watch Eurovision, would you like to suggest one or two bands that are metal bands or rock band that, in your opinion, those people needs to check out,
Hmm.
and
Let's
why?
go with a band that I think is kind of underrated so far, that I have found again and have absolutely deep dived into because perfection, called Gladenfold from Turku. Very lovely. Absolutely enjoying their newest album. And what other band? What would be something to check out for somebody who doesn't listen to metal? Oh, let's just go with Battle Beast. Battle Beast is always fun
Yeah.
and
So
shouldn't
I
be
will.
too scary for a newcomer into metal to get
Yeah,
too
yeah.
harsh things.
I will say that Glenfold, I have seen them live a few years back, and it was a while that I was not listening to power metal. And it was like, oh, I needed this. I needed some good power metal. And they are so good live. I remember one friend of mine said that the singer is able to sing like a Disney prince, and then turn into a demon.
Yeah,
So it's
sounds about right.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, they are very good. So I also I agree with you. And Battle Beast, well, Battle Beast is something I was a bit scared when they changed the singer, uh, but
Same.
uh, but it seems that she fits well and her voice fits well. So let's well, I will see them live in
Ooh.
Porispere
Ah,
at least. So yeah, let's see.
yeah.
Quite big boots to to fit
Step into.
Nora, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
that it's fine, and Nora is going to do her things and get back to metal at some point. But yeah, so that was our Eurovision reaction. And if you want to, well, watch my interview, just check my channel. And if you want to check our photos on Instagram, for example, I will put the link down in the description, so you can check my Instagram and Anna Instagram. So yeah, and you can enjoy some good photos, or at least I think that we can propose good photos to people. But then everybody can judge in their own way. So if you don't like, well, it's not a problem of us. But see you to the next video reaction, and stay metal.